On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Ache.
To experience a dull, persistent pain or discomfort, typically of moderate or low intensity, to feel a continuous dull pain.
Examples:
Ache abominably. Ache all the time. I ache all over after running a marathon yesterday.
Dentist.
A person who is qualified and licensed to treat people's teeth.
Examples:
A dentist's office. Consult a dentist. I am going to the family dentist to get my teeth cleaned.
Therapy.
The act of caring for someone through medication, remedial training, etc.
Examples:
Therapy for a patient. Field of gene therapy. I underwent aversion therapy for my addiction to alcohol.
Pajama.
A pair of loose pants with a matching top, worn for sleeping or lounging.
Examples:
Care pajama. Pajama pants. My little sister loves to have pajama parties with her friends on the weekends.
Libido.
The instinctual energy or drive that fuels sexual desire and behavior.
Examples:
Libido disorder. Libido in a woman. The therapist helped her patient work through her issues with her low libido.
Stall.
To stop or cause to stop making progress. Noun, small area or booth set off for the sale of goods in a market or large covered area.
Examples:
Stall at sea. Stall in a tunnel. The negotiations proceeded slowly and finally stalled.
Launch.
To send or propel something into the air or space using a device such as a rocket, missile, or spacecraft, to make something available or on sale for the first time.
Examples:
Launch a spaceship into orbit. Launch a big attack. The company is set to launch its new product line next month.
Grade.
A particular level of quality, size, importance, etc.
Examples:
Boys in the 12th grade. Students at all grade levels. Departments may set requirements for a higher grade point average.
Breath.
The air that is taken into and expelled from your lungs. The process of taking into and expelling air from your lungs.
Examples:
Hold your breath. Breath of wind. He bated his breath when talking about this affair.
Terrify.
To frighten someone very much.
Examples:
Terrify people. The threats terrify him. It would be best not to terrify your associates into doing complex tasks.
Erect.
To construct or build something, to cause to rise, adjective, upright or vertical.
Examples:
Erect structure. Keep the flagpole erect. The workers were able to erect the tent in just a few minutes.
Desire.
A strong feeling of wanting to have or do something.
Examples:
Unsatisfied desire. Fleshly desire. Low sexual desire typically correlates with low testosterone levels.
Blame.
To think or say that someone or something did something wrong or is responsible for something bad.
Examples:
Blame circumstances for the failure. Blame the lack of knowledge. We blamed our impeded progress on lack of money.
Dare.
To have the courage to do something.
Examples:
Dare not go. Dare to take risks. I wouldn't dare to speak to him like that.
Confuse.
To mistake one thing for another, to make somebody hard to understand.
Examples:
Confuse the listener. Confuse fantasy with reality. Her remarks confused the debate.
Attractive.
Immensely appealing in look or sound, having characteristics or qualities that make something appealing and valuable.
Examples:
Attractive men. Attractive opportunity. The growth of the sharing economy is attractive for tech companies.
Emerge.
To move out of or away from something and become visible.
Examples:
Emerge as a butterfly. Emerge from poverty. During colonial eras, new migratory patterns emerged.
Erotic.
Relating to or arousing sexual desire or excitement, considered taboo or provocative.
Examples:
Erotic novel. Erotic dance. The painting contained subtle erotic undertones.
Pivot.
A change in direction or focus, especially in a business or political strategy, a fixed point that supports something that turns or balances.
Examples:
Center pivot irrigation. Pivot point. The team needed to come up with a pivot strategy to turn things around.
Mundane.
Very ordinary and therefore lacking interest or excitement.
Examples:
Mundane affairs. Mundane objects. After returning from the war, he had a pretty mundane life.
Predictable.
Capable of being known, seen or declared in advance.
Examples:
Predictable pattern. In a predictable manner. The economy becomes more volatile and less predictable.
Stale.
No longer fresh, new, or interesting, dull or uninteresting.
Examples:
A stale joke. Stale smell. The bread was stale and not fit for eating.
Drain.
To empty or dry something by removing the liquid from it.
Examples:
Drain water from the swamp. Drain excess liquid. Push the button and let the water drain away.
Arouse.
To awaken strong feelings or emotions in someone, to excite or inspire a physical or emotional response.
Examples:
Arouse desire. Arouse suspicion. The rousing speech by the politician aroused the audience to action.
Runway.
The catwalk or platform where models walk to display clothing or other fashion items during a fashion show, a strip of hard ground along which planes take off and land.
Examples:
Runway lighting. Runway show. The model strutted down the runway during the fashion show.
Psychology.
The scientific study of mind and behavior.
Examples:
Psychology experiment. Psychology of crowd. She had a master's degree in psychology.
Fantasy.
A fiction with a large amount of imagination in it, a pleasant situation that you imagine, but that is unlikely to happen.
Examples:
Fantasy novel. Confuse fantasy with reality. Composition by artificial intelligence is no longer a fantasy.
Orgasm.
The peak of sexual pleasure during sexual activity, which typically involves intense physical and emotional sensations.
Examples:
Experience orgasm. Genital orgasm. Upon reaching orgasm, the body releases a surge of hormones, including oxytocin and endorphins.
Reaction.
A response that reveals a person's feelings or attitude. In chemistry, a process in which one or more substances are changed into others.
Examples:
Chemical reaction. Trigger a reaction. There was a chemical reaction of the lime with the groundwater.
Relation.
The way two persons or groups of people feel and act toward one another.
Examples:
Relation between cause and effect. Relation of inclusion. The industrial relations laws were passed with little to no alteration.
Stimulus.
Something that causes growth or arouses action.
Examples:
A response to a stimulus. Economic stimulus. This book provides children with ideas and a stimulus for outside recreation.
Vitality.
The state of being strong and active, energy.
Examples:
Vitality of youth. The vitality of the company. The new gym membership has improved his vitality and overall health.
Deliberate.
Done with full consciousness of nature and effects rather than by accident.
Examples:
The deliberate act of provocation. Deliberate attempt. Despite its advanced science and technology, the empire was deliberate about invasion.
Engaging.
Attracting, pleasant, or charming.
Examples:
Engaging story. An engaging smile. She was disbarred for her engaging in fraud.
Drift.
To move smoothly and slowly in water or air, especially as a result of outside forces, with no control over the direction.
Examples:
Drift down the stream. Drift away on a raft. I drifted around for years in Europe before going to university.
Sexless.
Lacking or having little sexual activity or expression, not displaying or emphasizing sexuality.
Examples:
Sexless insect. A sexless relationship. The asexual plant was sexless and did not require pollination to reproduce.
Cheat.
To act dishonestly or unfairly to gain an advantage or to deceive someone, to break the rules or laws.
Examples:
Cheat on my taxes. Cheat in a game. Even though he knew it was wrong, he cheated on the exam.
Importance.
The quality of being important and worthy of note.
Examples:
A man of importance. High importance. I stopped by the branch though I have no business of importance.
Assignment.
A duty or task given to someone, usually as part of their job or studies.
Examples:
Finish the assignment. Assignment of interest. My assignment was overwhelming and complicated, but it was also exciting.
Emphasize.
To give or show particular importance to something.
Examples:
Emphasize her words. Emphasize a direct relationship. Use italics or capitals to emphasize a word in a piece of writing.
Role play.
To act out or play a particular role, situation, or scenario, typically as part of a training or educational process or as a form of entertainment. Noun, an activity in which people act out or assume the roles of characters or situations, often for learning, practicing, or entertainment.
Examples:
Role play a conversation. Role-play exercise. We had to role-play a difficult customer service scenario during our training session.
Scenario.
A description of possible actions or events in the future, a written outline of a play, film, or literary work.
Examples.
The worst-case scenario. Number of different scenarios. The president prepared several possible scenarios for an enemy attack.
Imaginary.
Existing only in someone's mind.
Examples.
Imaginary number. Imaginary pregnancy. Little children tend to have imaginary friends.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples.
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Inhibit.
To prevent something, such as an action, process, etc., from happening or make it less likely to happen than normal.
Examples.
Inhibit desires. Inhibit tumor growth. Excessive parental interference may inhibit children's eagerness to learn.
Willingness.
The state of being ready or inclined to do something.
Examples.
Willingness to help. Indicate a willingness to change. Her willingness to help others earned her many friends.
Vulnerable.
Capable of being hurt or influenced physically or mentally.
Examples.
A vulnerable bridge. Vulnerable parts of the body. Infants and pregnant women are particularly vulnerable.
Courage.
The ability to face danger, difficulty, uncertainty, or pain without being overcome by fear or despair. The quality of being brave or courageous.
Examples.
Mental courage. Inspire courage. It takes a lot of courage to stand up for what you believe is right.
Podcast.
A radio program made available in digital format that you can download from the internet and play on a computer or music player.
Examples.
Football podcast. Listen to a podcast. Our podcast was the most downloaded in the technology news genre this year.
Ethics.
A branch of philosophy that considers what is morally right and wrong conduct, a set of beliefs about what is morally right and wrong.
Examples.
Political ethics. Ethics of journalism. This scripture provides the code of ethics for the religion.
Pornography.
Materials such as films, photographs, or written descriptions that depict or describe sexual activity graphically or explicitly, often intended to be sexually arousing.
Examples:
pornography addiction, violent pornography. The rise of digital technology has made the sharing of pornography easier than ever before.
Heterosexual.
Attracted to individuals of the opposite sex.
Examples:
heterosexual relationship, heterosexual marriage. He identified as heterosexual and had never considered being with someone of the same gender.
Boost.
To improve, raise, or increase something.
Examples:
boost the economy, boost flexibility. The new service helped boost net income by 10%.
Tune.
A musical composition or set of musical notes that are played or sung. Verb, to adjust or set something to a specific condition or standard.
Examples:
the tune of a song, tune a piano. The band played a beautiful tune on their instruments.
Stressor.
Something that causes stress or emotional tension.
Examples:
stressor event, stressor management. The deadline for the project was a major stressor for the team.
Mindset.
The established set of attitudes or fixed ideas held by someone.
Examples:
flexible mindset. The mindset in an education system. Countries whose goal is economic development often focus on fostering an entrepreneurial mindset in each individual.
Breastfeeding.
The act of feeding a baby with milk produced by the mother's breasts.
Examples:
breastfeeding mother, breastfeeding support. Getting the hang of breastfeeding at first can be challenging, but with patience and practice, it gets easier.
Blast.
Explosion, or a strong current of air, usually caused by an explosion, a sudden, thunderous noise.
Examples:
a blast of wind, an icy blast. The blast shattered the laboratory equipment.
Judge.
A person who makes decisions in a court of law. Verb, to determine the result of or form a critical opinion of something.
Examples:
judge a competition, an associate judge. The strict judge ruled in favor of the plaintiff in the case.
Fascinating.
Extremely interesting.
Examples:
fascinating story, completely fascinating to me. The museum houses a fascinating collection of Celtic artifacts.
Conversation.
An informal talk between two or more people to exchange their views, ideas, information, etc.
Examples:
conversation in English, A friendly conversation. Your conversation reflects your thoughts.
Tickle.
To lightly touch a sensitive part of somebody's body in a way that makes them laugh.
Examples:
Tickle his ribs. Tickle her vanity. These models explain why you can't tickle yourself.
Torture.
The act of causing intense pain or suffering to someone to punish them, extract information from them, or for some other reason.
Examples:
A torture chamber. An instrument of torture. The use of torture is strictly prohibited under international law.
Lingerie.
Women's underwear and nightclothes, particularly those that are delicate, lacy, or designed to be aesthetically pleasing.
Examples:
Lingerie store. Elegant lingerie. Her bridal shower gift was a beautiful set of lingerie.
Handcuff.
A pair of metal restraints that are designed to lock around a person's wrists and prevent them from moving their hands freely. Verb: to restrain or restrict the movement of a person by applying handcuffs, typically as part of an arrest or other security-related process.
Examples:
Handcuff his wrists. Break free from handcuffs. The police officer put handcuffs on the suspect before placing them in the squad car.
Blindfold.
A covering for the eyes used to block out light, particularly one used as a means of sensory deprivation or as a form of punishment or revenge. Verb: to cover someone's eyes with a blindfold or similar material, often as a way of preventing them from seeing something or to make a game or activity more challenging.
Examples:
Blindfold game. Blindfold challenge. The doctor administered a blindfold test to evaluate the patient's sense of touch.
Inert.
Lacking the ability to move or act, often used to describe an object or substance that is inactive or non-reactive.
Examples:
Inert gases. Inert ingredients. The rock was completely inert and didn't react when we tried to break it open.
Tap.
To hit someone or something quickly, gently, and often repeatedly, to use existing resources such as energy, knowledge, etc.
Examples:
Tap a new market. Tap keyboard with an index finger. To expand the company, we must tap new human resources.
Jack.
A mechanical device used for lifting or supporting heavy objects.
Examples:
A jack of all trades. A line and jack. He used a jack to lift the car to change the tire.
Core.
The most essential or fundamental part of something.
Examples:
The core of an apple. Core business activity. These gas nebulas are merely newborn galactic cores.
Uniquely.
In a way that is different from all others, in a way that is not shared by others.
Examples:
Play a uniquely important role. Uniquely different. The painting is uniquely painted with a combination of watercolors and oils.
Childbirth.
The act or process of giving birth to a baby.
Examples:
Natural childbirth. Assisted childbirth. He was present at the childbirth of his children.
Delivery.
The act of taking or sending something to a destination, the bringing of a baby during childbirth.
Examples:
An easy delivery. Special delivery. The delivery truck arrived with the packages.
Pun.
A humorous play on words or use of words that sound similar but have different meanings, often for a comedic effect, a form of wordplay.
Examples:
Witty pun. Silly pun. The comedian's pun had the audience laughing out loud.
Nurture.
To take care of, feed, and protect someone or something while they are growing and developing.
Examples:
Nurture love. Nurture his talents. Schools should nurture children's mutual interest spirit.
Dominatrix.
A woman who takes on the dominant role in a BDSM, bondage, discipline, sadism, and masochism relationship, often providing pleasure or inflicting pain on the submissive partner.
Examples:
Dominatrix roleplay. Dominatrix outfit. The female dominatrix entered the dungeon in her leather outfit and wielded a whip.
Distract.
To draw someone's attention away from what they are trying to do.
Examples:
Distract attention from the real issue. Distract public opinion. Please don't distract me while I'm studying.
Chaotic.
Without any order or organization, extremely disorganized, unpredictable, and confusing.
Examples:
The chaotic economic situation. Chaotic theory. Change is also occurring in Turkey as a result of chaotic reform.
Lull.
A period of calm or quiet, a temporary cessation of activity, noise, or music, a soothing sound or movement that induces sleep or relaxation.
Examples:
Lull in the battle. The lull before the storm. The waves crashing against the shore had a soothing lull on the listeners.
Dip.
To put something into a liquid for a short time and take it out again.
Examples:
Dip a pen in ink. Dip a chip in the sauce. Please dip up a bucket full of water from the well.
Shallow.
Not having much distance from the top to the bottom.
Examples:
Shallow people. Shallow water. Shallow brooks are noisier than deep rivers.
Intermediate.
Situated between two locations, things, states, etc., around the middle of a scale of evaluation.
Examples:
Intermediate sanction. Intermediate level. Purple is intermediate between blue and red.
Sect.
A group of people who follow a particular religious or philosophical belief system, especially one that is regarded as outside the norm or mainstream.
Examples:
Sect beliefs. Secret sect. The minority sect believed in a set of unconventional religious practices.
Splash.
To cause liquid to scatter in irregular drops, especially with force.
Examples:
Splash water. Splash everywhere. The mountain was splashed with snow.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Emotional.
Relating to people's feelings.
Examples:
Emotional health. Emotional distress. Human emotional responses vary widely depending on the society to which they belong.
Boundary.
A real or imaginary line that marks the limit or extent of something and separates it from other things or places.
Examples:
Geographical boundary. The boundary between reality and fantasy. He wandered the boundary between life and death by gunfire.
Bunch.
A grouping of several similar things which are growing or fastened together.
Examples:
A bunch of trees. A bunch of schoolgirls. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
Topic.
A subject that is being discussed or written about.
Examples:
A serious topic. The topic of the book. The topic of the discussion was the current state of the economy.
Boredom.
A state of weariness, restlessness, or impatience that arises from not being interested or engaged in an activity, task, or situation.
Examples:
Boredom relief. Chronic boredom. The long lecture on a topic I already knew left me struggling to fight off boredom.
Survey.
An investigation of the opinions, behavior, etc. of a particular group of people, made by asking people questions.
Examples:
A comprehensive survey. Recent survey. That survey shows that people are accepting the tax increase to some extent.
Committed.
Willing to put in a lot of effort, time, and energy into something, firmly believing in something.
Examples:
In a committed relationship. Strong and committed sales staff. Our company is strongly committed to meeting customers' needs.
Brink.
The point at which something is about to happen, the edge of a steep place.
Examples:
Brink of war. On the brink. We were on the brink of a financial crisis.
Vast.
Enormous in size, number, amount, or quantity.
Examples:
Vast majority. Vast desert. A vast audience viewed the broadcast.
Entirely.
Completely.
Examples:
Entirely satisfied with the meal. He was entirely to blame. Later, his claim was found to be entirely false.
Antidote.
A chemical substance or remedy that stops or controls the effects of a poison or disease.
Examples:
The antidote to the poison. The antidote for aging. Knowledge is the antidote to fear.
Blank.
Without any writing or printing, empty or devoid of ideas, information, or meaning, unable to remember or recall information.
Examples:
Blank expression. Blank paper. The computer screen displayed nothing but a blank white screen.
Blush.
To become red in the face from embarrassment, shame, or modesty.
Examples:
Blush bright red. Blush for my mistake. She blushed when the boy complimented her.
Subconscious.
Relating to or concerning the part of the mind that is not fully conscious, but still influences thoughts, feelings, and behavior.
Examples:
Subconscious influence. Subconscious behavior. The subconscious mind is said to hold our deepest desires and fears.
Nugget.
A small piece of gold or other precious metal or mineral found ready formed in the earth, a small round piece of some food.
Examples:
A gold nugget. Nugget of truth. It took a few weeks to extract the nugget of information from those complicated sources.